not looking at y'all as young children. Give me that in Psalms 2 and 10. The way I'm looking at y'all, y'all are the kings of the earth. You are the princes that's going to be the next generation to become lawyers, doctors. I got a question for you first. Before y'all go, you listening? What's your name? The guy on the phone right here. What's your name? Come closer. I can't hear you. Isaiah? Michael? Okay, did y'all learn that Christ looks like y'all? Did y'all learn that? You know how special that is? Like, for instance, y'all like basketball? How about you? I'm going to start with you. What's your favorite ball player? Who? Moody? Who is Moody? I ain't never heard of him. Arkansas player. Okay, so you represent your city. Okay, cool. What about you? I'm going to give you this. The NBA. Who you got? Steph and Curry, right? Who you got? Moody. The NBA? He said he going to make it to the pros. He got faith in his all praises. But you know what's so crazy, though? Why do you like Stephen Curry, right? He good and he black. So you know that when it comes behind how we look, it represents something good, right? So that's the reason why he showed you that Christ was a black man. Because we not looking at y'all as young children. Give me that in Psalms 2 and 10. The way I'm looking at y'all, y'all are the kings of the earth. You are the princes that's going to be the next generation to become lawyers, doctors, right? Because guess what? Hope dreams is cool. But what about things that you can bring back to your community? Right. Don't you see these crackheads on the street? Don't you think they need doctors, right? You see these pregnant women around these streets? Don't you think they need doctors to help them deliver these children? These are the things y'all have to remember, because hoop dreams is cool. But what is it doing to bring back to your community? Nothing. You got to think about being a lawyer, being greater than what your community have created us to be. Right. You understand that? Get that in, what you got? Psalms 2 and 10, read.
Psalms chapter 2, verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye king.
Oh, you what?
Ye king.
So who are y'all? You said what?
King.
You see that? You're a king. Remember that. You're a king. To be a king is greater than being a ball player.
Right.
Because when you're a king, everyone does everything for you.
Right.
You don't got to shoot a ball for nobody.
Right.
The nations, if you keep these commandments, you honor your mother and father, you're going to have everyone doing everything for you. That sounds good, right? If they say, hey, what you say your name was?
Malik.
Hey, Malik, you be like, I want some strawberries. You're going to have people running up to you with strawberries.
Right.
Hey, what's your name? You said, I got to get them M's right. What your name was? Michael. Michael be like, I want some bananas. Think about hundreds of people. Here go your bananas. Here you go. Don't that sound better than playing ball?
Bring it out. Right.
Don't that sound better when you don't have to do nothing and everything is done for you? Because you're a king by birth.
Right.
That's your position.
Right.
But if you honor your mother and father, these are the things you can see. But watch this. Deuteronomy 6 and 7.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy 6 and 7. Y'all, I know you're young. You about 13, 14 years old. You about 10. You about 12. Oh, man, you the older brother, man. All praises. Don't you think about, you get older, you want to have children, you want to have a wife one day, right? One day. Guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to teach them exactly what I'm teaching you. Right. That's what you're going to have to do. Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
Until who?
Thy children.
So when you grow up, you got children, you have to teach them the Bible. You see that? Keep reading.
And shall talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand.
Meaning what? You're going to have to teach them all the commandments of God. Now I know y'all got to go. I got to leave you with this question. Why is we in this condition now? If we the Israelites, God's people, right? Like I said, you're supposed to be a king. You're supposed to be ruling. Why is we in these conditions now? Do y'all know?
Bring it out.
Do y'all know? What you think? You say you do what? Right. He said we believe, but we don't do the stuff that's not right. You see that? That's heavy because that's true. Watch this. Go to Deuteronomy 28. 28. Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
You know what not hearken mean? If you won't listen.
Right.
God says if you won't listen, what will happen? Read on.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
To observe to what?
Do.
When you do something, that means you apply it. Our people are not applying God's commandments. Because like I said earlier, honor your mother and father, right? How many children your age is running around the streets right now with a gun in his pocket?
Bring it out.
It's a lot of them, right? A lot of us not applying God's word.
Right.
That's the reason we in these conditions. But if you keep God's commandments, you honor your mother and your father, you're going to have a long life.
Right. Right.
I want you to keep that in mind, okay? Now, I don't want to hold you up because I know your mother's calling you home. But keep that in mind. Go back to Psalms 2 and 10. I want you to keep this in your mind. You are what? You're a king. What are you? You're a king. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's who y'all are.
That's right.
Keep that in your mind. Let mama know. Just bust through the door. My mama Israelite. And she go inquire. What is that? Show her the flyer. You
Right.
understand? You make sure you show her the flyer so she can come visit us. So all y'all can learn how great y'all are.
Right.
Read that one more time.
Psalms chapter 2 verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings.
You in school, right? In school, is there gangs? You know how you wise? Give me real quick. I know you got to go Proverbs 1 and 10. I got to show you. When you wise as a king, you're not going to do what gangbangers do.
Right.
You're not going to shoot your brother. You're not going to want to fist fight with him because he got the chocolate milk before you did. You're not going to do that. You're not going to step on his shoe because he got new Jordans and you wearing Nike sandals. You're not going to do that because why? You're wise. I can't hate my brother. He looks like me. Y'all understand that?
Right.
Watch what God said regarding the gangs in our school. Because you've been around there, right? You see how the activity be going on in your school. Do you go past it? You go to your class, right? God's calling you wise when you do that. Watch this. Read.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 10. My son.
My who?
My son.
Are we not the sons of God? So who do you think he's talking to? You all.
Right.
He's talking to all of us. Keep reading.
If sinners entice thee.
You know another word for sinners? Schoolmates. Because what is your schoolmates doing? They not keeping God's commandment. They doing bad things, right? So if sinners or your schoolmates try to entice you or try to do what? Hey, Michael, I got to get, y'all keep reminding me. Michael, hey, let's go smoke some weed. That's when it says, read that part again.
If sinners entice thee.
So if your schoolmates entice you, say it again. Michael, if your schoolmates entice you, Michael, meaning what? Hey, let's go smoke some weed. What you think you should say? What? What's the on God say? Read.
Consent thou not.
Meaning, no. You're exactly right. That's how I know you're a wise king.
That's right.
And these are the instructions you got to embed into your young brother.
Right.
Because he's going to go through the same thing once he gets to middle school. He's going to go through the same thing. But your job is to instruct him that he don't go off. You understand? You all understand that, right? So keep reading.
If they say, come with us.
You hear what it says? Mikhail, keep reading.
Let us lay wait for blood.
Meaning what? Let's go gangbang. Let's go smoke something. God says don't follow that, okay?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.